All right, guys. Hey, what's going on? I'm so sorry that I didn't have the live call-in Friday. I just realized the last video I made, I said that I was gonna have a live that night, and I didn't show up. I bailed, so I was really flaky and lame of me. I apologize. Sometimes because I'm so busy right now, I pre-record the videos during the week, and then I just release them that way because it saves me time. So at that time, I had planned to do a live, and then something came up, and then I realized that I was like, oh yeah, I said I was gonna do it, and I didn't do it. So I apologize. I would like to do one this week. I will definitely let you know. I just know I won't do that in the future until I know for sure if I'm gonna have a live. So anyway, there's that, but I'm okay. It's cool. I just have a lot going on. I'm developing this conspiracy realism course, which is coming along really great. I've sent it out to some people, and I've gotten some good feedback. I really wanted to have the show talking about that, but I'm having issues with the payment gateways and stuff, like the last few little things that I have to do to get it up on the site. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm gonna have a live promoting it, and I'm gonna drip out content because just with everything going on, it's really hard to create 10 one-hour modules. That's 10 hours of footage. So what I plan to do, I'm giving you guys a heads up. I have the first one done. I have it written out, but to film it, record it, do the editing, all that stuff, that's a lot of work. So I have the first one done. And I'm just gonna release that and then drip out the other 9 within the next 2 months. And I would say each module is about an hour. It's about an hour, maybe a little more. And I'll have a little booklet to go with each of the modules. It'll be 10 modules. And for all of this month, when I release it, it will be $40. After that, it would go up to $80, which is technically $8 a module. So if you're broke as fuck, get 8 friends together and buy it, okay? If you're baller, buy them for some of your friends that need information. It's a very basic course talking about certain concepts that people need to understand to kind of get the bigger picture of what's going on in the world. It's really good to help people to critically think about these situations. It gives them some info, gives them the starting point to really, absorb these concepts and apply them to life, so they're not so freaked out, they're not so confused. I think that it's basic enough for teenagers to take. If you're a parent, you make that decision. Like I said, I won't be cursing. I use a few comedic clips in there, and I bleep out the bad words. So I'm really trying to keep this as clean as possible, because I do want teenagers to be able to take this course too, if they want to. But yeah, and I'm also recording my song, which also is going to be released in October, which I don't know, I must be crazy because I am taking on 2 big projects at the same time. So I'm not working at my job, but I'm working at building my business. So that's my job. That's why I'm busy. That's why I haven't been making as many videos lately, if that makes sense. So I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I'm tired of it, especially with this whole Corona thing and the whole mask thing and people wearing masks, and then me having to worry about, as a business owner, the business owners are in a tough place. Me having to worry about, being sued because enough of my employees weren't wearing a mask, or am I doing things right, or am I following the regulations properly? It's just too much. So I think, me getting fired in retrospect was actually a blessing. I had been actually planning to do what I'm doing now, but it's actually just fast-tracked it. And by the grace of God, I'm having all of these people just fall in my life and that are willing to help me at a very cheap price, or just help me for free, or lend their help, or give me their advice, or, in any way. It's just been very, very amazing, but I'm also just very overwhelmed right now. I would like to do a couple interviews. I've reached out to a few people for interviews, and I need to get those set up. So I have a lot going on, you guys. I'm just letting you know I'm okay. The government didn't kidnap me. They didn't give me a strike or anything on my videos. Just getting you up to date with what's going on. I've been looking at the Kenosha, I don't know if I'm saying it right, those riots, and I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I might do a commentary on that this week. I'll think about it. But I mean, everybody's just, the people that are falling for it, they're programmed so easily. They're programmed emotionally with like just an image, just a picture. I saw this really good guy, he's fine too. He had like braids, he's fine dude. He was talking about basically thinking the same thing that I was thinking. It's just that, you know, how are you know, people are just they just emotionally react. They don't take time to look at the situation, right? And these people are riding for a fucking pedophile, okay? So if it was a pedophile that didn't get shot by the police, nobody would give a shit. But it's because it was on camera, you know, we were emotionally stimulated and manipulated and programmed to fall for this and to go out and cause riots. And it just seems like it's the same formula over and over again. And I just wish people would see through it. Like I said, I don't really know what to say anymore. It's just to say that people are programmed and they keep falling for the same shit over and over without thinking. And I don't really know what I can do for those people anymore. I kind of do know what I can do for these people, but I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if it's going to work, but you know, that's why I'm getting back into music, because I really believe that this is some black magic shit going on for some people that are really like hypnotized and easily manipulated. We talk about the elites. If you follow the Satanism rabbit hole and you know, the fact that these people are really into astrology and they're into signs and they're into numerology and gematria. I know a little bit about that stuff. That is technically, actually, I feel very, very complex for me to get into. I'm trying to learn a little bit here and there, but I can't even speak on that stuff because I get into that stuff and I'm just, it's overwhelming because it's so complicated. It's fascinating and I like it, but like I don't really speak on a lot of things that I don't know a lot about. So, but just the fact that they're into this stuff, they're into this, and then you get into the science of alpha waves and EMFs and 5G and how they can manipulate people's thinking, and then you get into, if you saw Millie Weaver's movie Shadow Ring, no. That's another one about that's another movie you should see though. Shadow Ring is really good. Shadow Gate. 3 shadow movies you should see: Shadow Gate, Shadow Ring, and Outer Shadows. I'll put those in the links below, okay? So, but if you see Shadow Gate, they basically talk about how they're gathering information from people, seeing what they're into, so they know how to psychologically manipulate them into being able to write like this. So once you kind of know what's going on. It's not that I'm apathetic, but at this point, I don't really feel like I can do anything about it. I can talk about it. I can get people looking into it. I can pray. But as far as the rioters are going out, I can't stop those people from going out and rioting. These fucking Antifa monsters from hell killed somebody and they're praising it. These poor kids, man. I know they're fucking monsters, but they're also severely brainwashed kids. And I know they're gonna get caught. I know they're gonna get down, and their life has just been thrown away because they were manipulated and, fell for this shit. And it's like, I look at when I was a teacher and I was part of the indoctrination, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to leave. But I also, Millie Weaver did a really good report before the Shadow Gate movie came out, talking about how these people were going after children as young as junior high age and starting to brainwash them and trying to turn them into these radical, anarchist, leftivists, Antifa, where, they're getting people this young. And I think about how impressionable I was, and by the grace of God, I escaped that, because I think I definitely would be somebody that would have fallen for something like that. They're manipulating people's goodness and genuine feelings for justice and turning it to something evil. And one of my biggest fears is I'm out there and, I'm protesting, and one of my students or some of my students are on the other side. That would break my heart. That would devastate me, because then that means if it gets violent, I'm going to have to fight my students. That's fucking horrible. I don't want to have to, I'm not going to die either, but, even when I was teaching, there were some schools where some of the kids were bigger than me, and, if things got violent, I'm like, I'm going to have to lose my job. I'm not going to let anybody beat the shit out of me. I'm just saying. But I don't want to have to be put in that situation. Yeah. It's really good. This is just an update. I'm just going over. Let's see what else. It's really good and inspiring. Guys, do a search. I will put this in the bottom too. I would make copies because it seems like they're trying to remove these from social media because the evildoers don't want people to get inspired. But there's so many huge protests all around the world against COVID. Germany alone had 4 million people come out in the streets. And so I saw Germany, I saw Minsk, I think that's in Russia. Like hundreds of thousands of people, not just, you know, France, all right, France, you need to step it up a little bit, all right? You guys are doing an anti-mask protest with mask on. No. Dude, you gotta take off the mask, okay? So the French people were France, Romania, Nigeria, just all over the world, hordes and hordes of people protesting against this. And I'm just like, America, I know I'm talking to you about France, but America is not up there yet. I'm like, when are we gonna pop it off? What's gonna pop off in America, dudes? Come on. I kind of think there's a lot of fluoride in our water. I think that we're probably, I would say, I think Americans and China are probably the most severely brainwashed nations. If I had to pick a couple of nations to say that we're severely brainwashed, I would say we're pretty brainwashed. And I think a lot of it too is there's a lot of resistance to protesting against this because especially in this country, it's turned political. It's political all over the world, but now, I mean, our country definitely has like an undeniable divide between Democrats and Republicans or left and right. I'm not even a Republican, but I would say more libertarian. But the libertarians, they're technically left, but now they've been pushed to the right too because they're not crazy leftists. So, yeah, I think that's the huge thing is that. But there have also been a lot of really big Trump support rallies out there. And, you know, whether you believe in the left-right paradigm or not, you know, say what you want, but he's the first president that hate him if you want, but he's the first president I've seen that has talked about human trafficking. So there you go, guys. I mean, like Obama didn't talk about it, you know, Bush didn't talk about it, Clinton didn't talk about it. Oh, wait, because they were part of it, that's why. But, yeah, so I'm just saying. I think that's up. I think that's a good catch-up for the week. I know I'll put at least another video out this week. If I get this payment gateway thing straightened out by tonight or tomorrow, then I'll probably have a live by Wednesday or Tuesday. I will let you know. I won't leave you guys hanging like that again. I'm so sorry. Feel bad again. My apologies. But yeah, guys, please subscribe to all of my backup links, Chute, Steemit, all the everything that's in the bottom. And then also you can PayPal me. You can P.O. Box me. You don't have to send me money. If you send me a card, I've gotten people to send me thank you notes and cards. That's cool. I appreciate that. Send me info. Send me links. Do what you can. Send me hate mail, I guess, too, but I mean, I don't know why. But yeah, and I will see you guys. Buy stuff from the Truth Talk store. That's it. Because I really rather you buy something instead of just giving me. You give me a lot of money, I don't want to feel obligated. So I give you guys something back, right? You can get something in exchange for something. So have a lot of stuff going on, like I said, you guys. But yes, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace, truth, and love, guys. Bye-bye. Mwah.